Morning. Happy birthday. Did you do some celebrations or anything?
Ate a lot.
Ate a lot? Nice. That's good. Recover. Good cake?
I'm not really a big fan of cake, but yeah.
Salty. Sorry, two people. And that's it now. Hello. Hello. Good morning. Hi, Ning. All right, good morning, good morning. Okay, so I want to, do you guys have, did you see my note? Do you have little weights or cans of soup or something that's a little bit weighted to hold in our hands? Yeah, awesome, good. All right, so we're gonna start, obviously, Shemeen's gonna get that. We're gonna start with our cars. And then I wanna do a little bit of those shoulder exercises that we did before. And then we'll just do a little bit of stretching and lats to finish off with, okay? So let's start out with our cars where we're standing up. We'll start from the neck down today. Okay, how's everyone's body feeling? Okay, good, yeah, nice. I know there was this talk about the lower back with the kettlebell deadlifts and stuff, but as you get stronger, you should feel that a little less. Okay, so let's start with our neck cars. So find that good stable position. Bring that chin down to the chest and then tilt, rotate, tilt. Keep going. Keep going. Finish off one more. Finish off one more style. Good. Nice. Okay, let's do our spine. Let's do the hands out in front so we get a bit more room. So we're going to fold forward, arms outstretched, tilt, rotate, come up, reach. And then once you reach that midline, just cross around. Reaching up to the top, tilting to the side. Push the feet to the ground a little bit more from toe to heel. Get that connection. Keep those legs strong. So reach, stay for a second at the top. Tilt, tuck, center. Nice. Finish off your loop. Nice. Okay, so let's do our shoulders. So this time let's come across like we did last week, across the body. Bring it up to the ceiling. Keep the torso still and rotate from the shoulder. You can have your hand across your chest here. Kind of gives you a little bit of feedback as to what your chest is doing. If you feel like it's moving across or moving around. Basically, you just think those hips staying still as well. That kind of anchors everything so that we're just moving from the shoulder here. One more step Feels like it got a little more humid today than yesterday. Today, the dream team are spending the day at the beach to celebrate 6 years of dream team. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm a bit afraid of the beach. The whole day like that. I went with my daughter yesterday and I bought like this long sleeve shirt and it goes down to my knees. I haven't been in the sun like that. Yeah, lovely year. So. Good. Keep it nice and still. Nice work. All right, let's do our scats. Actually, let's get the weights that we have. It's a little bit of feedback. So you can just hold the weights in your hand. Okay. And then we're just going to do our rotations, but we're going to do it the loop coming back and forward. So first move is long, arms nice and long. You do both shoulders at the same time. You're going to lift your shoulders up to your ears, and then you're going to pull it forward and down, and then back up again to the ears, back and down. Keep that rib cage down. That's it. Good. So you're kind of making a U forward and an upside down U back. Okay. Up to the ears, pull forward and down. That's it. And really try and exaggerate those shoulder blades coming off your rib cage. So sliding across the rib cage and then sliding back down. Okay. Without trying to get the range. Flaring the chest or anything like that. So it's really feel like you're doing bad posture when you come to the front, and like over exaggerated open chest as you come. Let's try a little one different. Let's have the weights out to the front. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit of work here. And the same thing up to the ears, pull it forward, and the plates might come a little bit closer together, the weights. And come back and I'll separate a little bit as we come out. Don't use this window on short stuff. Just kind of get to that feeling, a little bit more feedback of what happens when you have weights in your hands. Yeah. And then with that barbell, everything's a little even more restricted. Like here, at least you can move the arms, kind of with the dumbbell, you can have a little bit of range. With the barbell, it's like really restricted. Okay, so let's put those weights down and let's do our elbows. Okay, so palms facing up, and then we're going to come up and rotate and come down. Yeah, really try and exaggerate that external rotation. Internal. So during the program, you sometimes see stuff with your supinated grip, which is your palms coming up, so that, like soup spoon, I think of, and then pronated up, down like this. And this is kind of just putting the elbow in what would happen when you do those movements in the different hand positions. So with the barbell, or with your pull-ups, chin-ups, things like that. So here, obviously you don't have any weight, it just gives it a bit more freedom, but we practice the range. Good, okay, let's do our wrists again. Let's come to the floor for a change. So we're gonna come on all fours. And you're just going to have your hands on the ground like so. So your hands underneath your shoulders. Maybe, yeah, underneath the shoulders, put some more pressure here. And then we're just going to come around, try and keep the elbows locked and do a circle clockwise. over those wrists. We'll do 5 clockwise, and then we'll go 5 down. Spread out those fingers. Feel the weight come across the fingers in the position. Good. Let's go the other way. Shake it out with these little circles coming up. Rest. And then in this position, I want you to move your fingers. So we're going to have them splayed out. We'll start with the thumbs first. So pull the thumb back, keep the fingers down, and then up. As if you've got a little object that you're kind of lifting up over with your thumb. See that? Yeah. So this is 5 times. Now, if you want to ease off the position of your wrist so that you can get the range, you just push your weight back onto the heels. If it's easy, you want to get a little harder, you bring the weight forward. Yeah. Keeping that elbow locked. Good. Thumb done. Now let's go index finger, put out, and in close to the middle finger. Away from the middle finger, close to the middle finger. Let's do 5. This is 3. Yeah, nice. Okay, now middle finger, a little harder. Close to index, close to the ring finger. Oof. One side feeling harder than the other. Four. Okay, ring finger, not easy. So my range is very full here. A little bit. I'm just kind of lifting and lifting, really. Trying to move across, but not very successfully. Good. Pinky. Same thing. A little bit harder to move me, my pinky, without trying to lift my ring finger up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. All right, let's come off them. Give yourself a little bit of circles. Yeah. We're going to do one more. This time we're going to have the back of the hand on the ground, and we're going to kind of lift up. So what's it going to look like? Again, if you come right on it, it's quite a long weight. I'm leaning back a little bit. So we try to get the wrist to the end of the fingertips down, and then we kind of lift off onto the tips of the fingers, except the thumb, of course. And down. 3, 5. And again, you try and keep the elbows locked. So we're just getting the range from the wrists. 3. Get a little further. 4. Do 1. Good work. All right, so that's kind of a different position than we're really used to. We're doing a lot of that, especially for push-ups. I mean, some people can do push-ups like this. But yeah. Okay, let's do, oh yes, I want to do the knees, but we're going to do not the toe, I'm just going to do the knee. So we're going to come to the ground, put your hand underneath your leg, one you're going to work on, lift up the foot, flex it. And remember, this one is just across, right? So you flexed your foot, the ankle is stiff, the hip is stiff, and then we're just sliding across, across. And then you can put a little bit of hand there for some feedback on top. Okay, see if you can feel it slide across. Good. 4, 6. Good. All right. Let's do the other side. Teeth. Flex the foot. Slide across. Two. 3. 4. 5. Nice. All right. Let's do let's do our ankle too, actually. So remember this one, we're still in this kind of position, except this time we're moving from the ankle. Okay, so the knee stays still and the ankle. So we're going to flex the foot and we're just going to come to the midline, push the foot down, and then loop around to the outside, creating that U, or maybe a V. That's really good. 2. 3, 6. 4. That needs still. 5. Last one. 6. Good. All right. Let's do the other side. On the knee. Keep it tight. Keep it really close. Flex the foot to the midline. Down. The clients in Bali keep saying Bali sunsets. Are you kidding me? Teasing me here. Count. Let's just do one more big measure. Nice. Good. Okay, now we're going to do a good old hips. I really like the one lying on the side, so let's do this today again. So feet, knees together, feet together. Nice connection to the floor. Okay, and then you're going to drive that knee up. Open up into that fire hydrant. Push it back. That was the last week of reverse lunges. They were tough, weren't they? So I don't know if I think we're going to have, I don't know if the next movement of the month is. What do you guys want? Overhead squat? I just say deadlifted. Good, drive that knee up. Open up. Back. Then push it back. Come around. Do one more. Up. Out. Push it back. Work. Good. All right, let's change sides. Together. Drive up. Open. Push it. And then drive it. And breathe. Last one. 6. Good. All right. So for this next one, we're going to do our rotations for our rotator cuff. We're going to use our weight, obviously. So laying down on the ground, same position. You want to keep your elbow close to the body, okay? And you want to try and keep your wrists nice and straight. And then we're just going to come down and don't rest it and bring it up. Okay, so if your weight is super light, like Shemaine, you got the ball, right? You know, you got a weight in your hand. Yeah, sorry, yeah. So you can also squeeze your object with your hand. That creates some kind of tension. And you can also, if it's too light, really slow it down, coming up and down, right? So just gonna do, we've done 3. Let's do 9 more in your own time. Good. And we don't want the elbow coming away from the body at all. We want it kind of really resting on the side here. Yeah, we just want that work happening from the rotator cuffs, which are the little muscles that connect to the shoulder joint, and across. Kind of make up what we call that scapular. That's that scapular area. I've got another 3. We'll do 2 sets on each side. So we'll switch sides and do the other side first and then come back. Good. 8. Firing. Good. All right. So everyone's happy with their weight. They don't have to slow it down too much because I can count the reps then. Okay. Find that position, elbow tucked in. Depending on how long your arm is and stuff, it's going to be sitting in different spots. And then let's go down for 1, 2, 3, and try not to rotate the torso, it stays in line. 4, 5, 6, 8, 12. One more. And 12. Good. All right, have a rest and we'll change sides again. The last set on this side. Okay. Elbow in. We find one side we start burning a little sooner than the other. That's fine. 2. 3. Massage. Ten. The shoulder workout. It's burning. 12. Okay, good stuff. So now I want to do some raises, but in a different position today. So I want it to be this angle. Now we can go on our knees and do this, but this is a little bit weird. We can also, let's stand up. I prefer this one. Okay. So you're gonna stand up, right? You're gonna have your weights in your hands, and then you're gonna go into that kind of hinged over position. So you still want that curve in that lower back, really tight. And then your hands are gonna be to the side like this. Basically, we're gonna lift up and down. So I'm over hinged, so I stand up tall, push my hips back, have a little bend in the knee here. And then we're gonna bring it up, 1, hold, and down. I'm gonna hold 1 or 2 seconds at the top. So I'll count for you, okay? Let's start in our starting position. Good. And then lift, hold, 1, 1. Up. 2, 2. Up. 3, 3. Up. 4, 4. Make sure you're keeping that really tight. Up. 5, 5. Up. So palms are facing down, sorry. Up. 6, 6. Up. 7, 7. Up. 8, 8. Eyes facing up. 9, 9. So you feel it in the hamstrings as you're loading over here. Up. 10, 10. Up. 11, 11. Up. 12, 12. Break down and stand up. You guys okay? Yeah. All right, we're gonna do one more set like that. Have a little shake. All right. Ready? So the palms are facing down, right? Like that. So if I'm holding my dumbbell, the dumbbell is going to be across with a can of soup like that. Okay. So hinge over, eyes gaze to the ground, hands just outside the shoulders, kind of like that V formation, and then come up. 1, 1. Up. 2, 2. Up. 3, 3. Up. 4, 4. Up. 5, 5. Up. 6, 6. Up. 7, 7. Up. 8, 8. Up. 9, 9. Up. 10, 10. In there. Core tight. Up. 11, 11. Down. Belly button to spine. Up. 12, 12. And down. And then just shake it up. Good. All right, well done. So we're going to do a shoulder press, but this time we're going to do it from the ground. We're going to be our face planted down to the ground. And then we're going to lift, so our eyes gaze to the ground, but I want you to lift your upper back a little bit. So if I'm in what we call that prone position here, okay, my eyes, so my upper back's going to come off the ground. I'm going to squeeze my glutes, and then I'm going to press. So my, sorry, I can't see you guys. So I'll just show you from this side, thumb down, weight on the side here, and then I'm going to lift up, and I'm going to press up overhead and down. 1, 2, like so. Okay? So let's find our positions. Now, if it's heavy with the weight, just drop the weight. Try. Then you're going to feel, should feel the middle of your upper back working here. So let's lift our upper back, our torso off the ground. Okay, eyes gaze down and then press up. 1 and down. 2 and down. That's it. Yeah. 3 and down. 4 and down. We'll do 12. 5 and down. 6 and down. 7 and down. 8 and down. 9 and down. 10 and down. 11 and down. And one more. 12 and down. Good. Yeah, rest. We'll do one more set like that, and then I want to drop the weight and just do some stretching. Do some more stuff. Yeah. Okay, let's come down again. Set number 2, that's it. Keep everything nice and tight, squeeze that ass, lift that torso off the ground, arms off the ground, and press up overhead. 1, 2, good. 3, that's it, ladies. Try and keep it even with the pressing. 4, meaning the weight stays evenly off the ground. 5, not one side higher than that, higher than the other. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, you got it. 11. And take your time for the last one. 12, hold, and bring it down and rest. Good. All right. Let's get rid of those weights. All right, so we're going to do a lat stretch. Okay. We're going to do the prayer. We did this last week. So you're going to find that comfortable position. If you want to go higher up on your stools or benches, you can. But basically, we just have our elbows forward and then our hips back. And we kind of try and bring the elbows as far forward as possible and really feel that stretch in the lat on the side here, under the armpit, the back of the shoulder. Okay, we're going to hold that for 2 minutes. Okay, so let me get this clock going. That's okay. And then as you breathe the air out, so you're breathing in, filling the belly with that air and the rib cage and the, obviously the lungs, more the lungs. You want to feel that expansion of the belly. And then as you blow out, sink a little deeper the armpits into the ground. And I want you to think of pulling out that pelvic floor at the same time as you pull it out, right? So breathing in, letting it all go, relax. And then as you breathe out, pull that pelvic floor up. And then on your own time, find your own breathing pace here. And breathe through the nose. Breathe out. I think breathing out through the mouth is more intense. You can pull the pelvic floor up a little bit better there, and with the nose. Good. Then shimmy your elbows forward. Take it away. That's why sometimes the bench gives you a little bit more room. If you put your elbows up higher on the bench, just a little hard in this kind of class in line, but at home. Especially after sculpture upper body, I recommend this one. Good time, okay, now 20 seconds. Going. With that position, find that breath. Good. Okay, so just come out of that. Let's come on all fours for a sec. And let's do a few cat cows just to get that spine readjusted. So remember, hands underneath the shoulders, tuck that tailbone under, lift that spine to the ceiling, and then tuck that chin under, fold here for a second, push the hand around for that stretch of the spine. Breathe in and breathe out, and push that tailbone back. And then and up. Good. Breathing in. Tailbone, push that spine up to the ground and breathe out. Activate that push with the hands. Breathe in, push the tailbone back. And then we're going to come to the ground into our twist. Don't pull out the hook one. So we're going to lay it on our back. I've done these a few times now. So one leg straight, the other one's across, and then our hands are in a kind of T. And then you can bring the hand across and then open up. And we'll keep moving through this for a minute. Okay. All right. So find that comfortable space, open up. Now follow your eyes or your head with your hands. So we're not forcing the neck too much, let it naturally move with it. This is your own time here, so if you want to spend a little longer in that bottom stretch, open up, keep going. And relax into it. One more. Nice. Okay. All right. All right. Let's change sides. I'm having back to you. So again, one leg straight, one across. To one side, make it tighter. That's okay. And then open up the foot. Through it. Relax. Okay, how much time? Less than a minute. Oh, okay.